Hey Summerfield, wanted to just put out a quick video. Just got back from knocking on doors in a couple of neighborhoods in town, and wanted to go ahead and do this while it was fresh on my mind. Another big issue that keeps coming up is communication. Um, we have a lot of residents in town who just feel like there's not a good way to keep track of what's going on, what decisions are getting made, what projects do we have out there, what are the challenges we're facing. Um, People just feel like there's not a great way to stay plugged in because, let's be honest, most folks don't have time to listen to a 2 or 3 hour council meeting video. With the Northwest Observer not being monthly, not getting dropped in people's mailboxes, people just feel like they don't have a great way to stay on top of what's going on in town. And I know it's tough to staff committees. It's hard to get volunteers, but I do think there's definitely room for a communications committee. Maybe shoot 1 to 3 citizens who could just put out a fact sheet newsletter monthly, um, saying, here's the projects we have going on, here's the things that were debated, here's the votes that were taken. Something as simple as a two-sided 8.5 by 11. I mean, in my last neighborhood I lived in, we had that monthly. That was a smaller area, but it was still a great way to stay on top of kind of things that were happening. And that way people may feel at least a little more plugged in if they are getting something either distributed through the mail, digital as well. Just something that they can look at, take 5-10 minutes and say, okay, that's what's going on. I remember that. Okay, that's where that project is. That's where the budget is for this. I just think something like that would go a long way to making people feel like they had a stake in what was happening with our local government, to be more involved. That's the impression I get from knocking on a whole lot of doors and talking to a whole lot of citizens, is something like that would be greatly appreciated. So I would personally be more than willing to head up some sort of citizen-led committee to just keep folks plugged in and put out some sort of news, at least monthly, to let people know what's going on in town. So just wanted to let you know my thoughts on that. I think that's a big part of transparency, keeping people informed. And yeah, feel free to reach out if you have other input regarding that. Thanks, and have a good one.